George Osborne's former chief of staff, Rupert Harrison, and the Spectator's Fraser were both quick to remind Faiza Shaheen from the Centre for Labour and Social Studies that evidence rejected her claims that inequality is rising. Giving her verdict on Philip Hammond's autumn budget, in which he promised to increase the tax-free allowance to £11,850 a year, she wrongly claimed the Conservative Party had failed to improve equality. She said, "It's very difficult to claim that we're a fairer country when we have so many more people going to food banks, when we have those on the RIC list seeing their wealth double whilst that has happened." BBC The policy guru wrongly stated that inequality in the UK has risen under the Tories. However, the show's other two panel guests were quick to interrupt the Labour supporter and accuse her of failing to tell the truth on the matter. "Inequality is falling," they both exclaimed while the left-wing commentator tried to make her point. Mr. Harrison added, "The overall measure of inequality in the UK has come down since 2010, and actually the people whose income has fallen the most is those people at the top." Despite Ms. Shaheen's unwillingness to admit that inequality is falling, evidence from the Office for National Statistics proves that inequality is at its lowest in over 30 years. Thursday, November 23, 2017, she also claimed that income inequality is very bad at the extremes. However, the Office of National Statistics has found that the incomes of households in the poorest 20% have risen by 13% over the last 10 years, while the richest 20% of households have seen their incomes decrease by 3% over the same period. At the same time, the poorest in society have seen their disposable income rise over the past year, while the country's highest earners' disposable incomes have fallen. Since 2016, the UK's lowest earners are £700 better off, while the richest in society have seen their real income drop by £1,000. Newsnight host, Evan Davis, was quick to move the debate on saving the think tank worker any further embarrassment. Moving off the topic, he told his panel, "Let's not get fixated. Philip Hammond announced the government's economic plans in the budget yesterday, when Gordon Brown left Downing Street in 2010. Inequality was at its highest since records began." While Ms. Shaheen was quick to criticize the Tory record on equality, evidence proves that inequality was a bigger problem under Labour. The Conservative Party entered government in 2010 after the Labour Party had overseen the highest level of income inequality since records began. The Institute of Fiscal Studies reported in 2009 that income inequality has risen on most measures in each of the last 3 years and is now at its highest level since our comparable time series began in 1961.